Okay. 3, 2, 1. Am I starting it?
Yes. You've asked me 5 times.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, I got this. I think we maybe are a little dark. So I apologize for YouTube watchers because we're also on YouTube and I cannot figure out the lighting today. So these past few YouTube videos aren't going to be the best.
We're just tan.
We're just tan. We're not tan. Okay. 3, 2, 1. So, welcome to The Peaceful Truth, the podcast where we talk about everything from God, I'm going to just leave all of this in. Okay. Welcome to The Peaceful Truth, the podcast where we talk about everything from women empowerment, feminism, and everything in between. I can't talk today, and I'm Kenzie Meekbeck, and I'm joined by my co-host,
Meghan Hohart.
Yay.
Kenz, today is a very special day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. We hope that you're enjoying time with your loved ones, eating a fancy meal, spending way too much money for a steak.
Or having Galentine's Day.
Or having Valentine's Day.
Meghan, will you be my Valentine?
Of course.
Oh, okay. So happy Valentine's Day. I don't know if I have plans. Do you have plans?
I do not have plans. I'm leaving for Chicago tomorrow.
But we're recording like 2 weeks in advance. But you will be leaving for Chicago.
Tomorrow, I am leaving for Chicago.
But so you and Des, why are you guys doing this? Going to Chi-Town?
We're going to Chi-Town. We're going to just live it up in Chi-Town. We met in Chi-Town, so I don't know why we keep calling it Chi-Town.
I don't know. Sorry.
But we're going to eat pizza. We're going to go to the Chicago Art Museum.
Oh,
We're
I love it.
going to go to the glass box, where it's a glass box in like the tallest building in Chicago, and you step out. You step out.
Oh,
and
I've done that. Yeah.
It's
over
so
the whole city.
fun.
It's so fun.
When did you go to? Oh, your dad's from up there.
No? Well, my dad's from Indiana, but I went to Chicago for a field trip, actually. But my dad was the chaperone, so I did go with my dad.
I just consider all those states up there like next to each other. So I'm like, oh, you're practically...
The Midwest is just this blob in Megan's mind. It's just like there.
Indiana is close to Illinois, though, no?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, thank you.
I think it's one state over.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So that will be fun for you guys.
And Kenzie doesn't know she has plans. Maybe she has a fancy date right this second. I think it's funny because have you ever done that what your love language is test quiz?
Yeah. I actually did that with one of my exes.
So I did it, and my love language is that quality time one where you want to spend time together. Do you know what is that one?
Yeah. Mine are in actions.
Oh, in actions. And how I receive love is by gifts, because my mom is literally the best gift giver ever. Like, she will, if you say something, she will remember it 10 months later and get you what you said that one time that you wanted. Or she'll just know you. She just is, that's what she does. She's a really good gift giver. So I grew up like that. And Desmond is the worst gift giver.
No pressure, Desmond.
He knows this.
Oh, okay.
I literally will tell him, I want XYZ, and then that's what he gets me. XYZ. There's no surprises. I know what I'm getting. I mean, I guess the good part is that he listens to me and he gets me what I want.
That's true. I just like it when people spend time with me.
Oh, me too. I want people to spend time with me. I want quality time.
Me too.
I want all the attention on me.
I think I just like action, like not too much attention, but just like general attention, and just pay attention. And that's just what I want.
You want all the attention on you as well.
I know, attention whore. I don't know what you're saying. What are you talking about? I just started my own podcast. I don't want all the attention.
Dez's love language is he wants acts of kindness.
Oh, cool.
And so I need to do really kind things for him, such as clean and take out the trash, and he wants acts of kindness. I feel like I do that sometimes.
Good relationship.
And then I give him really good gifts, like really good gifts.
I love giving people gifts.
Me too.
You give some good gifts.
Thanks, girl. I really like giving gifts.
Megan remembered I wanted this really nice perfume and gave it to me for my birthday, and I still love it. I will be so sad when I run out of it. I'll have to go get more.
Next birthday, I'll get you another scent.
And I wear this every day now.
It's a really cute necklace.
I haven't taken it off.
I'm glad that you like it as much as I like it.
I know, but I'm a little, okay, I have like a black cat, and I like am not completely superstitious, but sometimes I am like, if like I take certain actions, then I need to continue taking those actions to like have good vibes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like when I wear a piece of jewelry that's like supposed to be a positive representation, I'm like, can't take it off.
Or else the day will go to shit.
Yeah, literally.
Well,
so now this necklace is stuck on me.
But your wish comes true when
the
cord breaks.
I know. There's a little line.
Uh-oh.
Did you see it?
Maybe it's coming soon.
I know. Okay. So what are we talking about today?
Dating. We're talking about dating.
We didn't even mean... Did we mean for this to fall on Valentine's Day?
No. We just figured it out 5 seconds ago that this episode is
How appropriate.
I know.
Wow. So I wanted to talk about what is expected out of dating. We wanted to kind of talk about the stereotypes and expectations. So what do you think about dating? Like, are you old-fashioned, or are you the progressive feminist? Do you want the man to pay? Do you want him to pick out the first spot on the first date? Like, what do you think about that, Megan?
I don't know what I think about people paying. I guess, well, on me and Dez's first date, we split the bill.
Really?
I told him, well, because I had just gotten out of a really serious relationship, and whenever he was like, hey, I want to go to dinner, I said, as long as it's not a date, I'll go to dinner with you. And he said... So
your date was a date?
And he goes, well, what would it constitute it not being a date? And I said, if I pay for my meal, then it's not a date. And he was like, okay. So then I paid for my meal.
There you go. It does got in on that date. I would say, like, the first one, if they, like, really feel strongly, like, I can tell they, like, grab the bill. I don't, like, argue with it just because maybe that's, like, what they want to do, you know, just out of respect. I don't know. But, like, as I date someone more and more, I just go Dutch. Like, or I'll pay for the next meal if he grabs one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because for me, like, it's not about money, and it's not at all, like, I could care less. Like, as long as he's ambitious and passionate about what he does, he could do anything. As long as he enjoys it and has, like, drive.
Then it's not about the salary is what you're saying.
Yeah. He could be anything. And as long as he loved it and was passionate about it, then go for it. You know, and as long as he was active. But I have been on dates where men try to impress you with money, and that immediately actually turns me off.
What happened? I've never experienced that.
It turns me off, actually.
Well, yeah.
Well, this one guy, he like immediately wanted to impress with money, and it was not the way to go. Like, our first date, he takes me to this really fancy place that specializes in bourbons, and we did like a flight of
Was
bourbon.
it here or Texas?
Colorado.
I was in Colorado.
And we did like flights of bourbon, and
Dang.
I like everything about this guy. It's like he wasn't listening to me. I don't like any of the stuff he was spoiling me with.
I was gonna say, you don't like hard liquor.
No. And so he bought like the flight, and it was the first date, so I was trying to be polite and like, this one's great. And in my head I was like, I'm gonna die, and I hate bourbon. And so he bought all this bourbon, and then like a day later he texts me and he's like, I bought the one you like the most, and it was like $100 of a bottle. And I was just like, I don't even like bourbon.
Oh no. So then do you have a bottle of bourbon now?
No, that was like 4 years ago. But I was like, you can have it and we can drink it when we're together.
How did you meet him?
Through a mutual friend.
So what else did he do to try to buy you stuff?
Okay, and we were only dating like 2 weeks and only been on like 3 dates. And he was like, you can drive my car. And he had this nice car. He's like, you can drive it to work whenever you want and impress people. And I was like, I don't want to drive your car.
Why would you want to drive?
I don't want to drive your car. And I'm not even impressed by it. Like, I don't want to drive this. And he was like, you can drive it. I'm like, no, that makes me feel uncomfortable. And he kept bringing it up. And then...
So did you ever drive it to work?
Hell no. No, because that's stupid. And then he bought me, and know your audience. And it freaked me out because it was way too soon. It was like 2 weeks into the relationship, and my birthday just so happened to fall around that time. And he bought me season tickets to the Broncos.
What?
For me and him to go.
What?
And I was like, no.
Season tickets or one ticket?
No, like every game we would go together.
Oh my God.
And I was like, no. One, that's a huge commitment. That's like a lot of pressure on a new relationship for the rest of the season to go.
Did you go to one game?
No. Two.
So what did you do with the tickets?
Well, I'll tell you.
Okay.
Two, he was just like, I told him I don't like sports. Well, why did you buy me season tickets to the Broncos? I mean, I would like to go to one game, but if you want to go to the Broncos, take a buddy. Like,
right.
I'm not going to enjoy it as much as you will with your buddy, and all the power to you going to the Broncos.
Right.
I would want to go to one.
Yeah.
But you can go, the rest of them. And he was like, isn't this great? And I almost broke up with him because of that. Because I'm like, that's too much. I don't even like the Broncos. So we didn't even go to a game. Like 2 days after that, I broke it off because that's just weird behavior in general. So and he bought me flowers like after every single date. He sent me flowers to like my door.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't mind that.
So then I just like came up to him and I was like, look, this is just a lot. Like we've only been on like 3 dates. This is a lot. Here's your tickets back and I'm sorry. Thank you, but bye.
Oh, man. So now he's taking some other girl to the Broncos.
Or took somebody's. That was like 2-3 years ago. So that was... And they were good that season. I think they went to the Super Bowl.
You could have seen the Broncos in their winning season.
I don't care.
So
I like to go to like baseball games every now and then to drink a beer and just like look around, but like
me too.
I'm not gonna watch the game. I'll go to the beer garden.
Yeah. What other interesting stories do you have?
Let me think on it, and you can read this article while I think on it.
Okay. Well, I brought up a couple of articles,
and then you're gonna quiz me.
So yeah. So the first thing that I found was an article by Meghan Murray. Dating tips for men from women. Single ladies, get honest. So I wanted to tell you what the tips were and to see if you agreed or disagreed. Tip number 1, be who you are, not who you think she wants you to be. I think both of us can agree with that.
Wait, is this for men?
For men from women.
Yeah, I think that's good. And also, I think that works for women too.
So we can agree that definitely both the female and the male in the relationship should be who they are, not who you think that they want you to be.
Yeah, like I used to, like, not lie, but I think I used to, like, try to, like, find a commonality and try to really thrive on that, or try to I don't know, but now I'm just honest. I'll be like, yeah, I don't like sports. Either you can deal with that or you can't.
Yeah.
You know?
I think that that's also difficult for me because whenever I would go on first dates or start off a relationship, I would be obviously more nervous, and so that automatically makes you not 100% who you are.
Right.
To be nervous versus being in a relaxed atmosphere.
Yeah.
And so then you automatically feel different than a normal laid back. Do you get what I'm saying at all?
Totally.
Like, I agree. I didn't lie. Like, I wouldn't be like, oh my gosh, I hate yoga and I love to go boxing on the weekend. Like, I didn't straight up lie, but at the same time, I don't think I was 100% who I am.
Yeah.
Because you're nervous and you don't know. I don't know.
You want to make like the best impression, so it just throws you off.
Yes, it throws the whole vibe off.
Yeah.
Tip number 2, talk about your hobbies and interests. Women want to hear it. When asked what they like to talk about in their first conversations with a man, most women said hobbies or interests. And I think that's good advice. I mean, that's where you start. What do you do?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's.
What do you mean? What do you do? Or, just asking, like, how to get to know someone.
Yeah, that's how you get to know somebody.
Totally.
Tip number 3, don't move too fast.
Oh, yeah, like that guy, don't buy your season Broncos. Especially for a girl who told you she didn't like sports.
Tip number 4, women are looking for a trustworthy man, but also value attraction. So when asked what women value the most when looking for somebody to start a relationship with, 37% of women said honesty and trust, but physical attraction came in second with 22% of the vote, which I'm a little bit surprised by because I would value honesty and trust 100 times more than physical attraction.
But okay, here's my argument against that, like,
devil's
devil's advocate.
Both.
Because, like, what makes it not a friendship is the sexual chemistry, to be honest. And if there's no sexual chemistry, then you're just friends.
I 100% agree with that. But, I mean, being screwed over in the past, I value honesty and trust like a jillion %.
Oh, yeah, me too. Yeah, 100%. I'm just saying there has to be sexual chemistry.
Yeah.
Some sort of sexual chemistry.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah. I'm like, you can't be like, ew, every time you get into that.
I do not even want to touch this person. Totally.
Please don't touch me.
But honesty and trustworthiness makes them sexy.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And you got to do that back, you know?
Definitely. Next tip. Wondering what to say while online dating? Tell her what you like about her profile. Do you like that? If somebody's like, oh, I liked that you...
Yeah, so
are a journalist or...
Yeah, I liked it when, like, I put that my cat's name was Thackeray Binks, and I liked it when they guessed correctly what movie it was from.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Next tip, wait to bring up sex. When it comes to sex, everyone is different and everyone moves at a different pace. It goes without saying that a man should never pressure or push a woman into having sex before she's comfortable and vice versa. And then the last tip is be honest about what you're looking for and when it's not working out. There's a reason being ghosted is a huge problem and that people are dealing with being ghosted. So rather than ghosting somebody, be straight up honest. You know, similar to your Broncos tickets guy, similar to the guy where you're like,
yeah,
no,
I've never ghosted someone. I can't say that. I've never ghosted someone.
And it sucks to be ghosted.
Yeah.
Like, just be honest, and you don't have to go into the nitty-gritty detail and be like, you're annoying and I hate literally every second of being with you. Just say, hey, you know, thank you for spending the time with me these couple of nights, but unfortunately,
yeah,
I don't think that this is going to work out for me.
Totally. I think it's like... Yeah, that also is what I hate about dating. It's just like ending it. Oh, I hate hurting people's feelings.
Yeah, and then if you're the one whose feelings are getting hurt, then you're like, oh, what did I do wrong?
I know.
But it's better than being ghosted.
Yeah.
Okay, so those are the tips. It sounds like you agree with them.
Mm-hmm.
I also found this really funny article, and this goes to our Seattle peeps. 11 ways dating in Seattle is different than any other city.
Boy, it is. It is.
So the first thing is that the endless...
isn't Kansas anymore, and by that I mean Texas.
The endless gloom will affect your dating life.
Really?
It says that Seattle is the most overcast city in the universe, and it literally makes us depressed, which I was totally feeling this whole week. I was feeling the weather. I was like, if I don't see the sunshine, I just couldn't get out of bed. So I could totally see how that would affect it.
I am trying to just power through and just focus on like social and work and like not at all think about it.
Oh, yeah. The first 2-3 years that I was out here, me too.
Yeah.
But then it just sinks in.
Great.
Not to be a Debbie Downer or anything. You're going to be lonely. A recent survey suggests that Seattle is the 5th loneliest city in America.
Oh my gosh.
And it's because everyone is friendly, but we don't necessarily want to make new friends.
I haven't experienced that. I'll say that. One, I was blessed because I moved here. My sister knew a ton of people and you were here and a few other people were here. So I didn't feel that way. And then I've even met a few friendly girlfriends recently who have just like scooped me up.
Nice.
And are very accepting.
Good. The next one is, sorry girls, guys just won't ask you out. According to women, it's because Seattle guys are awkward, passive-aggressive losers who don't know how to talk to women. And they may be right. But a more charitable explanation may have something to do with Seattle's traditional Northern European reserve. The fact that men are simply too polite to aggressively approach a woman. Or that we are too busy enjoying the great outdoors to date. Yeah, we don't believe that last one either.
Okay, I kind of think I've heard from people that one... and this might have been a man talking, that they like are feminists here, so they don't want to like assume that they're just being respectful. Like they don't want to assume you're just there for like sex, which is nice. But then I've heard like people are just too nervous, and like there are a lot of stereotypes of like a type of person here, aka Amazon and Microsoft. And if you can assume and derive what that means from the context of that personality. But I have met the complete opposite. I have been straight up asked out by a Microsoft guy.
Well, that brings up the next point, is that Amazon is ruining dating. More than 2/3 of Amazon employees are men, and the company is in the midst of adding tens of thousands of workers in Seattle, which is one reason why the number of single men per 100 single women in the city has gone from 119 to 130 in the last 4 years.
You would think that would make it a better dating scene then for women.
Unless the men are like too busy coding stuff to...
Yeah, they got to code all day. Just got to code around here.
And the last thing is, you better like technology. Hey ladies, most of those single guys that tilt the ratio so favorably in your direction work at tech companies, and they're very happy to tell you about it. So you better want to talk tech, which I don't know. I don't like to talk about tech.
Well, okay, here's the thing. I actually like a guy who's intelligent and is very passionate about his career, and 100% okay if he talks my ear off about that. And I love that. But like, I think it's also, they're kind of cocky here. I think it's like a combo, like they've been told they're a smart elite group of men, which are wonderful. That's great that they're that intelligent and smart, but their whole lives they've been told how awesome they are. You know, and how intelligent they are, and how flawless they are, and how far they're going to get in life, because they have. And so I feel like they think their shit don't stink.
Ah, interesting evaluation. Maybe true.
So that's kind of my theory. And then also my theory is here in Texas, like growing up in Texas, it's been like, and not all men are like this. I've met very nice guys here, but also is like, in Texas, men are the kind of the older school way, where they're like, they want that commitment straight off. But here it's very progressive and young, and they want it to be a few years away.
Commitment, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry that you guys are struggling.
It's okay. But not all men are like that. But I would encourage men to politely come up to people, because it's not all scary and we don't bite.
Yeah.
Well, maybe some do.
Any other tips or tricks you want to say about the dating world?
Yeah. Okay. So, sexting. I do not want your pictures.
You don't?
No, I do not want your pictures of your penis.
Okay, good to know. I won't send you any.
I had, like... It has happened like on dating sites where they just send it, or they say, yeah, I think that's dumb too. And then they continue sending me dick pics.
Oh my gosh.
I've had someone say, yeah, that's really stupid. Here's my penis.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, no.
How many penises have you seen over text?
Unsolicited.
Unsolicited. How many penises have you not wanted to see that you have seen?
Well, the thing is, you're on dating websites, so they can reach out to you, you reach out to them, and so it's not wanted, but probably like 5.
That's a lot of dicks that you haven't wanted to see.
Yeah, it's sad. I'm just like, whoa! I'm minding my own business. Whoa!
You just think that it's a normal, hey, how's your day going?
Yeah, you're cute. I like your picture. Whoa, penis! Oh God, my eyeballs. Yeah, it's rough.
I don't think that penises are the most attractive things. To just see, I want it connected to a body with a head. I don't want to just see a dick.
And it's just like girls aren't like boys. And this probably isn't all men, but you guys, like, I feel like more attracted to like seeing a body part. Seeing that isolated body part, but like we're like the foreplay and like get us interested in it. I'm just not like straight up like, whoa.
Show me how like, trustworthy you are.
Yeah.
Show me what a kind heart you have. And
they want to show you what kind of penis they have.
Then I would be more than happy to see your penis. As long as it's connected to a body with a nice person in it.
So what about changing the game? We've kind of talked about this in the past though. So do you feel empowered if you were single, theoretically, would you feel empowered to go up to a man you thought was cute and give him your number?
I haven't done that in a while.
I've done it.
The last time I did it was probably when I was 17 and it did not feel good and I did not like it.
Oh, really? I've done it probably 3 times.
And they said that they texted back and said, I want to see the girls.
Really?
Yeah. So it was not a good experience.
One guy didn't text me. One time I did go on a date. It wasn't a good one. And yeah, I haven't really dated anyone that hasn't come out to me. I think it's why women don't do it more is because men are like, yeah, it's great. I would love that. But then when you actually do it, nothing happens.
It fizzles.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know if I would. I don't know if I have the nerve to do that.
But you said you would be able to propose.
Yeah, because I know them. Because I've been in a really committed relationship for a long time.
I don't know. See, that's what I don't know if I could do. I don't think I could propose. So, and also, why are men just seemingly less encouraged to approach people? Like, did it used to be that prevalent where men would just come up, or has it just always been like a mutual relationship that people met, or just like happenstance of like through their environment that they met? Or did men really used to go up to women?
Just straight up go up to them and start talking?
Yeah.
I don't know. Every experience that I've had where a man has come up to me to talk, I mean, the committed relationships that I've been in, it's through work or through people who know each other or through high school. I mean, it's never been like oh, hey, I saw you from across the room.
That's happened to me like a few times, but nothing ever really comes out of it.
Did it go anywhere or just like a couple of dates?
One time it did.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like 3 dates.
That's good.
Yeah. But then he said he wasn't ready for commitment.
Of course. Cooper, are you ready for commitment?
Coop, do you want a committed relationship?
I only love my mom.
You're in a committed relationship.
Yeah.
Are you going to get her flowers?
Yes.
When?
Well, Kenz, I just think that, you're never going to find the man of your dreams. This is for everybody, not just for you, Kenz. You're never going to find the man of your dreams if you stay in your apartment. Hold up. Gotta put yourself out there.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just like, period. You're never going to find the man of your dreams.
You gotta put yourself out there. You gotta be active.
I agree. I think you should maybe join a club, do young professionals.
Be open when people are like, oh, I have this greatest guy for you.
Yeah.
Be receptive.
Yeah. But don't do things you don't want to do.
Only do things you want to do. But put yourself out there.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to be single, then be single. If you want to be in a committed relationship, you got to put yourself out there, find the right person. And also, if after the first date, if you're like, that was absolutely terrible, don't feel like you need to go on a second one to confirm. Just cut the cord.
Cut it. Oh, yeah, I'm all about that. Like, I typically give like the second date round to like see if it's okay, but cut it pretty quick. I cut the cord when I'm like, okay, this is not good. I cut it when I'm...
Yeah, it's better to just cut it from the beginning than drag it out longer than it needs to be drug out.
Yeah, and I've had like the weirdest Like, I think that most extremes. And then I had the guy that was immediately like, so when do you hope to get married by? And I'm like, this is like our second date, dude. I don't know. If it works, I don't know. He's like, what are your goals for your relationships? And I was like, I have career goals. I don't have relationship deadlines, because in my belief is like, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Right.
So I don't have a deadline for relationships.
Yeah.
Genuinely, I like to be committed, and I want to be opposed if it were the right person. And then like that answer was not satisfactory for him, and he kept asking me, and then I was like, bye.
Bye. So I need to go to the restroom.
Bye.
And I will not be back
No,
from
I
the
was
restroom.
like, I know, I just texted him. I was like, there's not a spark here. Slow bye.
I mean, if there's not a spark, there's not a spark.
Okay.
Okay, well, everybody have a great, happy Valentine's Day.
Yes.
And put yourself out on that player's game. Wait, what?
What? But be open, but you don't have to do online dating, because it's the worst.
Yeah. Or do it if you want to.
Yeah, I think it's like kind of the way of the future. Or I've had, real fast. I've had men who I've met on online dating be like, I don't want to tell my mom that we met online. And they were like, I also don't like that we met online. We need a different story. And I'm like, then why are you dating online? Why don't you go up to people then?
Oh, Kenzie is hot. Kenzie's on fire about this one.
Okay, we found a good quote.
It's from Carrie Bradshaw, Sex and the City.
Oh.
Being single used to mean that nobody wanted you. Now it means you're pretty sexy and you're taking your time deciding how you want your life to be and who you want to spend it with.
Never settle. Have your heart open.
Perfect. Love it.
Okay. Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.